So it sounds kind of counterintuitive that we're going to start a shoulder correction program with the glutes. Well, there's tons of research about the connection from the glutes all the way up into the scapula. In fact, there's some research that indicates that when we have what they call a sleepy glute, is when especially when we're sitting down so much that our glutes can tend to go to sleep, and the connection really runs all the way down up the spine. So I always like to start the program. We want to do whole body as we do in our other programs, but since we're focusing here on the scap, I do want to start here with the glute to take Joe through just 2 simple exercises that can kind of wake up and activate his glutes. So that way, and the next thing we're going to do is hit the middle of the spine, his T-spine, to kind of wake that up as well, because these are areas that kind of all support the scapula and work together. So we want to make sure that we're addressing these as well. So very simple exercise, but very difficult, right, Joe?
Yes.
Okay, so now also too, I will say that Joe is probably the strongest guy I know, which just makes this, just kind of shows you how little exercises can make a huge difference with a baseball player. So Joe, just take your legs straight out. Okay, so what I'm going to look for is foot down, okay, and to keep this angle the entire time. And Joe, you're going to rotate this all the way out to the side. Don't be afraid. Now, that's about as far as he can go. Come on back and contract your glutes. So almost like you got a piece of paper, you kind of get wedged in there, right? You're squeezing your glute. Come back out as far as you can, Joe, and back. Don't be afraid to guide your players, okay? If they can do it on his own, try one on your own, Joe. So he dropped a little bit. I want him to make sure he maintains that angle. I have no problem supporting him through a few. If this is as far as you can go, take it there, take it back, contract your glute. Take it there, take it back, contract your glute. Just because the exercise is kind of designed, Joe could do this for a few weeks, and I guarantee you he will be all the way out here. I want him to do about 8 on each side. Go ahead, just pick up the other leg, Joe. We'll just demonstrate a couple. Let's see if you got any differences here. Now, he seems a lot more loose on this side, and I'm going to tell you why. That was his landing side when he threw. So try and make sure you keep this toe pointed down, contract your glute every single time. So that leg supported a lot of weight in his delivery, so that hip will probably be tighter, especially through rotation. So we're going to do about 8 on each side of that. Now the second exercise we're going to do is, Joe, we're going to flip over, and we're just going to simple glute hamstring bridge. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our feet place in about upside down V, hands to the side. You can feel free to push down on your hands. Joe, you're going to pick your midsection up. Now, Joe's very, very strong in this position, so I would probably have him hold for about 30 seconds. Now, most players are not going to be as strong as Joe is in this position. So what you might see, shake a little bit, Joe. You might see a little bit of shaking that would come. If you have a player that's shaking, he's not ready to move yet. So Joe can handle this. You're probably in about 20 seconds already. He's got no problem. He's not shaking. There's no connective tissue, struggling to secure muscle against bone. So I have no problem with him moving through a couple ranges of motion of up and down. Go up. Now every time he comes up, squeeze, contract your glutes. Pinch your butt. Up, squeeze, up, squeeze. Notice he's taking good posture. His head's flush against the ground. Everything looks really good here. I would probably have him do between 10 and 20. And this would be daily, again, to your level of tolerance. So first exercise, we're going to take our leg out to the side. Second, glute ham bridge. First, you're going to hold until the shaking goes away. When the shaking goes away, then you can start moving up and down between 10 and 20.